Hi everyone, welcome to today's workout. It's a follow along session of 30 minutes where you will have a boost of energy with my full body workout. So the workout structure is the following one. There will be a warm-up session of 10 exercises, 30 seconds each. So please don't hesitate to take a look at the exercise I'm doing on the screen just in a couple of moments and follow along with me. Followed by a workout session of 4 rounds, 6 exercises in total, 45 seconds workout, 15 seconds rest. Everything will show up on the screen and you will be guided by my voice throughout this entire follow along. Lastly, with respect to some guidelines, this is a friendly follow-along workout, so it's a beginner-friendly follow-along workout. If you want more intensity, don't hesitate to try using 2 bottles of water as weights or dumbbells or any specialized sport bracelets from 2 to 5 kilos, depending on your fitness level. So, having said that, let's get into it. We are going to start with warm-up exercises, around 5 minutes of warm-up exercises, plus around 25 minutes of full body training. We'll start slow, and this is what I actually like at the beginning of each session to make sure everyone is comfortable. So thanks once again for joining me from the comfort of your houses, or if you're at the gym, or if you're outside and just wanna move more. This is the place to start. So yeah, I'm your host Andrea Fairly Fit, and I'm creating these videos to make sure you guys stay on track when it comes to moving more. Whether it's just like 5 minutes per day or an hour, it's important to keep moving. And my motto, like since a couple of years ago, has been better done than perfect, and I applied that in a lot of areas in my life, and I see it works because I get things done, although not perfectly done, which is better for me right now than not getting anything done because of the fear that those things are not done well or perfectly done. I'm a bit of a perfectionist here. So yeah, we are going to have around 30 minutes of moving together, and I'm going to accompany you through these exercises. So just wanna let you start at your own pace. Don't try to hurry up or push the exercises. Don't try to do the same things as I always do in case they are a bit difficult. Just try to replicate what you see at your own pace while having a good time. Because for me, when doing exercises, when working out, it's always about having fun and feeling well in my own body. So that's what I actually promote for everyone, and I encourage everyone to do. Just try to find exercises that make you feel well, do them consistently, and you will see the results nevertheless. So yeah, we have done a couple of exercises here already. I definitely encourage you to follow along as much as possible if you can. We are starting from the top down, so we started with neck warm-ups because I find this exercise to be very useful in improving the mobility of the neck muscles and the cervical spine. We continued with shoulder rolls. For upper body exercises, that's one of my favorite warm-up exercise, forward and backward shoulder rolls. We continued with torso rotations because they engage the core muscles, and with some hip circles. So that was more the upper body part of the exercises. Feel free to pause this video and do them once again if you feel like you could have used more warm-up minutes. These are just generic exercises that I like to recommend people before they start a full body session. And currently we are working on the knee rotations or knee circles, because whenever we do some exercises, and I'm referring to the lower body part, we need to make sure that we prepare the knee joints. We need to make sure that we are reducing the risk of strain in weight-bearing exercises, whether those weights are our own body or some weights that we find around. And finally, my favorite exercise, ankle rotations. I like to finish with this exercise because I really feel that whenever I'm working my lower body, it improves ankle mobility. So it prepares the ankles for movements involving jumping, lunging, or balancing. I even think that's a great exercise as a warm-up in preparation for yoga balance exercises and moves. Okay, that's great. I hope you made it through our 5-minute warm-up session. I'm very proud of you guys. The first steps are the most difficult ones. Just getting started actually is the most difficult part of it all. So I definitely get it in case you are not still yet in the mood. Now we are going to start with some interesting exercises, just like to refresh and energize your entire body. So we will have 6 exercises, and each one of them will be done for 45 seconds plus a 15-second pause, and we will repeat this over and over again 4 times actually, so that you can go through the exercise a couple of times. And what you saw there is the knee push-ups exercise, and I started with this one. I think it will be, like, in my honest opinion, the most difficult one of all the exercises. And this is actually because it engages a big part of your upper body muscles. It was pretty hard for me at the beginning, just because I feel like I could have warmed up more, but I don't want to have these videos taking too long. So just as sort of an idea here why I chose it, it's because it activates the upper body muscles, of course. This exercise engages the chest, the shoulders and triceps in a very controlled manner. So you don't need to do it as like strictly as I'm doing it. For me, form is pretty important, but as you do this exercise more and more, you will find your own position and your own form. So yeah, maybe I could have left this exercise as being the last one, but anyways, we'll have 4 rounds of it, so we might just start with the most difficult one. Next up, and this is the exercise that you're seeing right now, is the chest opener, arm behind head. We are doing 2 exercises here, one on the left side and one on the right side. So these are exercises, this particular one I love because it stretches the chest and the shoulders. It opens the pectoral muscles and it increases flexibility in the shoulders, and you can never have too much of a flexibility in the shoulders. Like, people are very, very stiff. We don't actually use our shoulders too much, and so this exercise is just to give a bit more control to the muscles around the shoulders. And I also like it because I am going swimming, and I actually enjoy swimming, and I see that sometimes shoulders are very stiff, especially if you have a desk job where you don't have the occasion to move too much. Shoulders are a bit neglected, and this is my way of showing that, hey, you don't necessarily have to do an hour of a upper body exercise, including like 40 minutes of shoulder exercises in order to feel something, to feel the burn. Yeah. So the second exercises that I'm doing right now after like the chest opener, that's actually the third exercise in the series, is called alternating curtsy lunges. And as you can see, Onyx, my cat, is accompanying me. He always likes to be around when I'm doing these exercises, which is awesome. Like, I'm super enthusiastic about that. Like, I love this cat so much. He's my baby and he's around. But he's not around for much, because sometimes when I'm moving a bit on the floor, like, he gets pretty excited and he starts playing with me in a manner that like actually blocks me performing these exercises. So yeah, he's so nice. And so now you are going to see the fourth exercise in the series, which is called glute bridge. I like a lot this exercise. I usually do it with a lot of weights in order to have my glutes increase, and I like this exercise because it activates glutes and hamstrings, and it prepares these key muscles for exercises like bigger or like heavier exercises such as squats and deadlifts. If you don't know, guys, I have been practicing powerlifting for a year. It's been like 3 years since I stopped. I got the silver medal at the national competition, so I was pretty fond of this sport until I got the medal. So yeah, I'm fond of doing exercises that engage the glutes, and this one is one of them. Usually I would do it as a sort of a warm-up for like heavier exercises. So I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having fun. I hope you are following along. And this is another exercise that I like, which is called Russian twist. This is an exercise that I am doing actually to engage core muscles, and it's an exercise that targets the obliques and deep stabilizers, which builds rotational strength and control. So these are actually some of the exercises that I am recommending right now. They are like 6 in total, and we are going to do this exercise 4 times. So as you can see, I am back into the knee push-ups exercise here. Yeah, it's pretty difficult for 45 sustained minutes. If you do it correctly, it's pretty difficult. Usually I like to do it with my head down because my spine is going to be straight, which is something that I appreciate when doing exercises. Like, I don't want to put too much strain. And knee push-ups is like a lighter version of push-ups where you don't use your knees, of course. That's why I introduced it in this beginner series. Next up, we continue with the chest opener. You have your arm behind your head. I'm starting with the right one, and then I'm continuing after a minute of 45 seconds practice plus 15 seconds pause. I'm continuing with the left arm. And so I like this exercise because I really think it improves posture. So it counteracts tightness from daily activities like sitting or working at a desk. I'm actually trying to keep my spine pretty straight through this exercise, but I'm trying not to be stiff so that I cannot do the exercise in a way that I like. You don't have to push too hard at the end of the movement. The idea is just like to feel the spinal muscles stretching in a way that is comfortable to you. So once again, whenever you have any sorts of aches or strains in your body, just stop doing that exercise, or try to do a lighter version of the exercise, because it's important for you to start working out at the moment where you find yourself. So there might be 100 people following these exercises alongside you. Each one of these people are different. And so what I want to encourage is, don't pressure yourself. Don't put yourself too hard. The majority of the time, being consistent is what is important. If you are consistently working towards improving yourself and doing these exercises correctly, you are going to reach there sooner or later. You don't have to do them perfectly right now. Curtsy lunges is awesome, alternating curtsy lunges, because it's a fun exercise to do. I don't know, I think I like a lot to balance myself on one leg or another one. And so I really think this exercise enhances coordination, and that's why I'm doing it. It encourages controlled movement patterns and stability. So that's awesome. We are back to glute bridge. I really like this exercise because it improves hip stability. It strengthens the posterior chain, which is essential for proper movement mechanics. And once again, you don't have to push yourself too hard. As you see, I'm not like arching my entire back for this. I'm not putting any strain on my lower back, and you shouldn't either. Just keep in mind that maybe the distance between the feet should be like in continuing the entire body, meaning that you don't have to have these feet too low, too far away one for each other. They are working anyways. A lighter version is just like keep your feet together, and the more difficult version is to put your feet further apart one from another one. Okay, so by now I think you are experts of what exercises we are doing here. We are continuing with the Russian twist, and this is an exercise that usually I give to my clients as a warm-up exercise for actually stronger exercises such as deadlift, Romanian deadlift, or good mornings. This exercise, I think it improves spinal mobility, and we lack so much mobility in the spine nowadays. It feels like whatever type of activity we're doing, it's not enough to make us feel comfortable in our own bodies while having a completely healthy spine. That's why one of the biggest physical problems people have nowadays is back pain. And so this exercise prepares the lower back and spine for any sorts of twisting movements, and it gives you more flexibility in order to feel more comfortable in your own body. Yeah, so I really hope you like my exercise choice. I would encourage you to take this video and repeat it a couple of times in different days. You will see definitely a difference between the first time when you did the exercise and the last time. If you are repeating them throughout the week, you are going to observe that you feel stronger in your body. So these exercises are considered by me pretty light because you don't have any weights attached. You don't have weight exercises, and they are just like using your own body. So I really think they are pretty functional because they are based on blood flow and on stability improvement. They are low impact, They enhance neural muscle coordination. They promote blood flow, as I said, and muscle readiness for the day. So what I would advise would be to have these exercises done through the morning, so that you can get prepped for your working day. So when I designed this program, this particular session, I just had in mind around 30 minutes of an exercise session, because I think it's important to just like get moving as much as possible. But for people who don't have the time, I want you to keep in mind that it's useful to move at least a couple of minutes per day. And prioritizing you is very important. If you prioritize your health, your body, your mind, you are going to have better results throughout your entire life. And so this is just a way that I encourage people to adopt in order to become more efficient in like preparing themselves for the challenges of the day. So we are continuing once again with the chest opener exercise, arm behind the head, left and right. Once again, I didn't want it to be very high impact, but I didn't want you to fall asleep either during the session, so that's why 15 seconds is enough time. The more the exercise is difficult, the more it takes breath from you and cardiovascular need, the more time you should offer. So feel free to actually pause the video to take more time if you consider. I would encourage you to try to follow along through the entire session though, because like if you feel like you're a bit tired, just do one rep less. It's better to do a couple of reps less than to not do them at all. So once again, there are a lot of benefits of doing these exercises, and I'm sure that not a lot of you have practiced during this last couple of weeks exercises that are similar. So I really think this is a fresh start for you, and that's the reason why doing them will definitely impact your body in a positive way. You will feel more energized. Yeah, curtsy lunges is just a form of helping the hip and the knee become more mobile. So alternating curtsy lunges, so this exercise that you see definitely loosens joints in preparation for more intensive lower body exercises, or just like an exercise per se. So whenever I'm at the gym and I don't actually want to work too harsh, I do on the lower body, right? I just do some curtsy lunges. These are definitely lighter exercises than squats with weights, where you would have 50 kgs and you would need to lift for 4 series, 5 reps, these weights. I remember of my training sessions for powerlifting, and I can say they were not fun lower body wise. I feel like I never had a strong lower body, and whatever gains I have done, I feel like I'm losing them fast if I don't get back in the gym. So yeah, it's not a strength point for me, lower body, but alternative curtsy lunges are definitely helping me get back on track. Yeah, So we continued then with glute bridge and Russian twists, and I can definitely speak a lot for them. So yeah, let's continue. Let's push ourselves to go through these exercises. You will thank me at the end of the session. I just remember when filming this third series of knee push-ups. I think it's the fourth one though. Like I always keep track, forget about what number of a session I have. It's something that I really need to think very hardly to keep track of. So I was saying to myself, oh my goodness, I feel so much blood in my shoulders and arms right now. I'm so happy I didn't do a proper push-up. Yeah, I think it's been a while since I haven't done knee push-ups, so I'm happy I did them again. But definitely throughout the following sessions you are going to see more variations of the push-ups and all these other exercises that you have seen. They are always targeting the same muscle groups, so it's only natural to have variations where you actually try to target the muscle a bit differently. So we are now preparing for the chest opener once again, the second part, with the arm to the head, for the left arm to the head. Yeah, so that's our last session, guys, here for the chest openers. So just do the best of it. Try to press a bit further away from the floor with the elbow. Try to keep your obliques engaged, and try to breathe throughout the entire moves. Yeah, it's a bit difficult, yeah. Just try to shake it off, like during the breaks. Don't hesitate to move a bit around, listen to the music, and just have fun. And this is our last curtsy lunges, alternating curtsy lunges time. We are doing this exercise. I really like it because now you can understand why we previously have done ankle rotations. Ankle rotations are very helpful for this exercise. This is an exercise that helps us balance, and the ankles are a very important part of them. Especially in the morning when you wake up, you will see and you will feel sometimes your ankles being very rusty. I think any sort of ankle rotation exercise is important. Okay, guys. 2 more exercises to go here, the glute bridge and the Russian twist for the last time. Try to breathe in between the moves. Try to focus on the muscles and try to feel them. That's what I call mind-body connection, muscle connection. Whenever I'm doing these exercises, I really enter into a sort of a meditative state where I like to feel my body and to feel the way the muscles are contracting, because I feel like they are helping me perform better the exercise. And lastly, Russian twist. Once again, this exercise activates the core to improve overall stability during more dynamic exercises, but it can be an exercise per se that can be used to just like get your torso and your spine moving. Yeah, so let's push ourselves a bit more, and yeah, this is the final part of the series. That's the last part, guys. Congratulate yourselves for completing. Congrats once again, and see you in the next session. Cheers.